What's good? Your original walking house with the Dragon Stage, and I'm back in this bit like I never left. Now, I will be bringing you part 6, The White Phoenix. What if Naruto is half Hatake, Uzumaki, and Uchiha? Now, I can't say I have a lot of good series coming up, but this series will sadly be coming to an end. This series will probably, Naruto will still be young when the series ends, but I basically set it up to where you guys know how the rest of their life is going to go, and I might do some major time skips. But this will be the end of this series, and I do have a great series coming up, so be ready for that. Anyways, we left off right after the tuning exams, as Naruto and Sasuke won their fights, but Sasuke's curse mark was giving her really big problems. So, go to Kakashi. Okay, Sasuke, I will seal your curse mark. Are you ready? And Sasuke's like, yeah, just get it over with. As Kakashi does some hand signs and puts his hand on Sasuke's neck, as she begins to yell out in pain as the markings go up her back and onto her neck where the curse mark was. As when the marks finally are done, a figure appears in front of Kakashi. This was Orochimaru. So, I've seen that you found my little experiment, have you? What are you doing here, Orochimaru? As Kakashi draws a kunai. I just came to collect my prize. As Kakashi's like, I won't you lay a hand on her. As Kakashi does a few hand signs, puts his hand to the ground, creating a lightning blade. As Orochimaru hears footsteps coming from behind him, as he's like, well, Kakashi, sorry I couldn't stay and fight, but best believe we will meet again. As Orochimaru fades into the air. Bastard, Kakashi says. We do a daytime skip, as Sasuke is in her bed sleeping, as she wakes up to her mother. Sasuke? Yeah, Mom. Naruto's at the door. Oh, really? As Sasuke gets up really fast, puts her clothes on, and runs downstairs. As Naruto's at the door, he says, hey, Sasuke. As Sasuke pulls his mask down and kisses him. As Naruto's like, oh, and then she breaks the kiss. I missed you. As Naruto's like, I missed you too. As she's like, yeah, it's been way too long. I'm glad I could finally get out. As Naruto's like, well, what do you want to do? I want to have a fun day. As Naruto's like, well, I just did some missions for the Hokage, so my Gamma, which if you guys don't know who Gamma is, if you guys are really good with Naruto, you guys know that Gamma is Naruto's wallet. It's a frog. He says, well, Gamma's pretty full. And she says, okay, well, let's go have some fun. As they spend the whole day together, the first thing they do is go to the festival, the Hidden Leaf Festival. As as at the festival, Sasuke is just telling Naruto how much he wants their future, how much he wants them to be together in the future, and how she hopes to have kids. As Naruto's like, we're really young right now. And Sasuke's like, yeah, I know. I just want you to know how much I love you. As Naruto's like, well, I love you too, Sasuke. As they kiss. As Sasuke says, let's go on the Ferris wheel. As Naruto says, alright. As she's like, why wait in line? As she grabs Naruto's hand and jumps. She jumps to the very top of the Ferris wheel. As they're on top of the Ferris wheel, they're looking at the sky. As Sasuke looks at Naruto and says, I wish we were young forever. As Naruto says, yeah, me too. But don't you think that it's probably better that we get older? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so. We have to, I guess. As Naruto's like, so, what were your plans for the rest of the day? Well, obviously we're going to spend the whole day together. So, how about we go to the ramen shop? That sounds good. As they begin to walk. As they arrive to the ramen shop. Hey there, Naruto. What can I get for you, my old friend? Let me get 2 legendary ramens with a lot of pork slices, men with pickled bamboo shoots, and rice cakes. As Sasuke's like, how did you know that's my favorite? Coming right up. as they're just sitting down having a good conversation. As then Sakura says, "Oh, hey you two." As Naruto and Sasuke look behind them. "Oh, Sakura." And she's like, "What are you guys doing?" "Oh, nothing. We're just hanging out." As Sakura looks sad. And she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, talk to you later." And she wanted somebody to hang out with, but she doesn't want to interrupt them. Naruto seeing this, he says, "Sakura!" As Sakura turns around. As then Naruto looks at Taiuchi. "Add another one, Taiuchi." "Sure thing, Naruto." As Naruto says, come on and hang with us." As Sakura's like, "Really? Are you sure? I don't want to intrude." As Naruto's like, "You're a part of Team 7. We're like a family." As then Kakashi comes out of nowhere saying, "So that doesn't, you mean you don't mind if I join?" "Of course. Make it another one, Taiuchi." "You got it." As Ayami says, "Yeah, you got it." As the Team 7 just overall has a good time at the ramen shop. We're going to do a week time skip. As Naruto was sleeping, as then he wakes up to a banging on his door. As Naruto wakes up, "Who is it?" As he puts on his black and gray Kakashi younger uniform, he goes to the door as he pulls his mask up. As it's Shikamaru. "Shikamaru, so you've been promoted to a Chunin." "Yeah, but that's not what I came here for." What's wrong?" "Sasuke. She's gone." What do you mean she's gone?" "She's left the village." As Naruto not caring, he just stomped off. Not even stomped. I mean, the first step that he took completely cracked his house. As then he started blasting through the forest. As Shikamaru assembled the rest of his team to go after Naruto and Sasuke. As eventually, but right before Sasuke took the pill, Naruto showed up. "Sasuke!" As she looks back, as she looks down, saying, "Naruto, what do you want? What are you doing?" As Sasuke says, "That's none of your business. Just go." As Naruto says, "Over my life or my dead body." As she says, "Naruto, you can't take on all four of us. Or not four of us, five, whatever." Yeah, whatever. You know, all the Sound Ninja that came to get Sasuke. Anyways, as Naruto's like, "These chumps. Oh, please. I'll massacre them." And Sasuke says, "I'm sorry, Naruto, but this is something I gotta do. I must kill my older brother." As then Sasuke activates her first stage curse mark, as she can do it at will. As then the others activate their second stage. As Naruto says, "I never thought I'd have to fight you, Sasuke, but it seems that I must." As Naruto activates his 3 Tamui, and Sasuke activates hers. Naruto pulls out his short blade as the rest retrieve kunais. A big battle starts to go on. With the first move, you go to Jirobo as he picks up a huge boulder out of the ground and throws it at Naruto. As Naruto jumps at the boulder with one slice, cuts it in half. As then he was right in front of Jirobo's face as he sent a flying kick to his side as Jirobo blocked it and grabbed Naruto's leg. He went to slam Naruto on the ground, but Naruto caught himself with his hands. As then he gets underneath Jirobo, sweeping him off the floor. As then he uses his fist to hit Jirobo hard to the floor, creating a huge crack in the ground as Jirobo spits up blood. As then Naruto vanishes, as he was behind Tayuya, as he puts her in a sleeper hold. As he squeezes her neck so hard that she's losing air, as Sakan rushes him saying, "I will do-re mi fa so all of your bones." As he begins to throw a barrage of kicks and punches, as Naruto is just like, fine then. As Naruto is dodging this, as then Sakan is right by Naruto about to hit him, as Naruto just uses Tayuya's body to take the hit. As Sakan gives Tayuya a punch kick combo to the stomach, as Tayuya coughs up blood, as Naruto knees her in the back of the head. As then Naruto was like, "Alright, here we go." As Kidomaru shot freaking spiderwebs out of his mouth at Naruto, as this caught Naruto's leg. As Kidomaru was right behind Naruto, as he sliced him with one of his power bows. As Naruto was like, "Okay, fine then." As then he vanished, as this was his something called swift release. As Naruto was up in the air, as he said, "Lightning style." as red lightning appeared in Naruto's hand as he aimed it at Kidomaru. As he says, "Red lightning spear." As Naruto's hand shot a red lightning bullet that went right into Kidomaru. As this hit him, it didn't do nothing to him. Kidomaru was confused, as it seemed to just go inside of him. As Kidomaru says, "That pathetic jutsu of yours." As then Naruto said, "Oh, is that what you think?" As then Naruto snapped his fingers. As then the red lightning bullet exploded. As all of Kidomaru's body parts flew all across the field. As then there was just Sasuke. Naruto could sense somebody else coming, but he wasn't really focused on them at the moment. So, Sasuke said, "Okay, Naruto, it's time that I end this." As Naruto's like, "Sasuke, you know you are no match for me." Naruto, after thinking about my brother, I changed. As Naruto said, "What do you mean you changed? You're no longer a match for me." As Sasuke closes her eyes and opens them up with her Mangekyo, as Naruto's like, "You have the Mangekyo." Yes, and I'm sorry, but as then purple aura erupts from her, as then her eye starts to bleed, as a huge arm grabs Naruto, as Naruto's like, "Sasuke." Fine then, watch this. As Naruto's body begins to erupt with red lightning, as he completely destroys the Susanoo's arm, as then he does a few backflips, as he's like, "Red lightning cloak." As he enters a cloak similar to the Raikage's, except it's with red lightning. As Sasuke and him have an intense taijutsu battle, her using Susanoo, him using red lightning. As this battle goes on for a while, Sasuke's like, I'm gonna have to risk it. As Naruto says, "Risk what?" As Sasuke was like, as she pulled out this little pill, as she ate it, as then all of a sudden she started to feel immense pain, as then she went into her head, as then she began to think about Itachi and how badly she wanted to kill him, and this broke the death cycle of the second stage pill, and she immediately snapped out of it, as then her body turned completely gray, as she has her Mangekyo, as her hair turned blue and long. As Naruto's like, what is that?" "This is the second stage of the curse mark. I gotta end this right here, Naruto. I'm sorry." As Naruto's like, "Fine, Sasuke. I guess I have no choice." As Naruto begins to glow red, as then red bubbly chakra appears around Naruto as two tails appeared. As then in Naruto's hand, he did a jutsu that nobody's ever seen before. This jutsu was a combination of water and earth, as it spun around rapidly in Naruto's hand. As then it turned golden, as this was apparently some type of sage mode jutsu that Naruto had learned. As Naruto said, "Alright, Sasuke, forgive me, but I have to bring you back." As Sasuke says, "Enough talk. Let's do this." As they jump at each other, as they let out a traditional, Naruto says, or Sasuke says, "Naruto, Sasuke." You know how that goes. So their jutsus clash. Don't forget, Sasuke still has her Mangekyo out. As their jutsus clash, Naruto is winning until both of Sasuke's eyes begin to bleed as black flames appear on Naruto's stomach. As usually, Naruto's Nine-Tails cloak would protect him from the Amaterasu, except when this attack happened, massive winds were blowing chakra off of Naruto, which left an opening in his defense. So, he felt this as he closed his eyes in pain, as Sasuke overpowered him and won that fight. As Naruto is lying unconscious on the floor, he still has a little bit of consciousness, as Sasuke is standing over him, as she sits on him. She sits on his stomach. That's as she says, "Goodbye, Naruto," as she gives him like one last final kiss. As Sasuke begins to walk away, she stands up as Naruto grabs her hand and says, "Please don't leave me." As Sasuke gives him one last kiss again. As then she leaves, as Naruto used the last piece of his energy on the two kisses as he passed out. We do a time skip to where they're 16 years old. As Sasuke had just killed Orochimaru for good. She killed him and didn't seal him, but she also killed Kabuto. And she destroyed the layer completely. And guess what she did? Sasuke completely erased the layer, including all the reanimated bodies. Meaning, all the important people that Orochimaru collected their bodies was no longer there. They were erased due to Sasuke's jutsu. It was a strong, powerful lightning style. As Naruto, he wears right now a black zip-up shirt, just like how Sasuke wore in the Fourth Ninja War. It has a Hatake sign on the back. He wears the same outfit as Sasuke, except the cloth around his waist is not purple. I'm gonna say that it's gray, and the tie is black. And he wears the black zip-up shirt with the Hatake sign on the back. And he wears black shinobi pants with the same shoes as Sasuke wore in the Fourth Ninja War, black, and the wristbands. As Sasuke wears like a the white, like y'all know when he first left Orochimaru's base, what he wore, like the white cloth with the, y'all know. Anyways, but it's all tied up since she's a girl. She can't let her freaking chest be seen. Anyways, as Naruto was on a mission, as he was walking back from his mission, he seen a girl that he thought was familiar. Naruto didn't even care to go look for Sasuke, because obviously Naruto felt some type of way, like she didn't love him. As he seen this girl that looked similar to somebody that he hadn't seen in a while. As she makes eye contact with Naruto, as they lock eyes, as they stop, as finally Sasuke speaks. "Hello." As Naruto's like, "Do I know you?" As she's like, "I don't know. You look familiar to me." As Naruto's like, "What's your name?" "Isn't it proper to introduce yourself before asking another?" "I'm Naruto Hatake." "Just as I thought," Sasuke says, as Naruto's like, "That means you must be." "Yes, I'm Sasuke Uchiha." As they begin to talk, as done, Sasuke eventually comes back to the Leaf Village. As Naruto and Sasuke get a mission. Their mission is to exterminate the Akatsuki. As Sasuke has fully mastered her Mangekyo. As Naruto has unlocked his Mangekyo as well. Naruto's main Mangekyo ability is Kamui. I'm sorry I couldn't show you guys his what it looks like, but it like whatever. His main ability is Kamui. Just know that he can use like Kamui a lot. So, you go to Naruto and Sasuke as Naruto uses a long sword. Him and Sasuke use like the same type of sword as they're just catching up about the past. As Naruto says, "Sasuke, what is it, Naruto? We never officially broke up, did we?" As she's like, "Well, no, we didn't, but have you talked to any other girls?" As Naruto's like, "No." "You guys?" Naruto says. "No, I haven't talked to any other guys." As Naruto's like, "So are we?" "Yeah, sure." And just to make sure, they kiss. As they arrive to the Akatsuki cave, as they both stand in front of it, as Sasuke's like, "I got this." as Sasuke creates a Susanoo upper half as he completely crushes the boulder, as all the Akatsuki were there except for Pain, as Itachi is surprised as he knows exactly who's there. If it isn't my little sister, Sasuke, in Naruto, Hatake, Uchiha. Naruto activates his Mangekyo. As Itachi's like, so you both have Mangekyo. Interesting. As the Akatsuki are like, they intruded on our meetings. Does that mean we can kill them? As all the Akatsuki hop down. As Naruto and Sasuke are like, let's go on a rampage. You take the left side and I'll take the right. As Naruto will engage in a fight with Kakazu, Hidan, and Sasori. As Sasuke will fight Deidara, Toby, and what's his face? And forgetting anybody? Conan. We'll go to Naruto. So, oh yeah, and Naruto's also fighting Kisame. As Naruto runs at, as Itachi decides he'll just sit back and watch. As Hidan and Kakuzu run at Naruto frontally. As Hidan says, "Take this!" As Hidan swings first of all, Naruto pulls out his sword. As Hidan swings his scythe saying, "Take this!" As the scythe goes right through Naruto. As Hidan's like, "Wait, what?" As Naruto says, "Take this." 1,000 sliced sage. As Naruto rapidly moves his sword back and forth right on Hidan. As then when he's done, Hidan gets chopped into little tiny cubes. As Kakuzu's like, he's strong. As Kakuzu says, "We'll take this. Fire style, searing migraine." As he shoots a huge fire style at Naruto. As Naruto doesn't move. As he's just walking through all the flames that Kakuzu's blowing. As then Kakuzu says, "Lightning style, lightning scythe." As he throws a blade of lightning at Naruto. As it just goes right through Naruto. As Kakuzu says, "But it's not hitting him." Earth style, ant lion. As he pulls a huge earth ball out of the ground as he throws it at Naruto. As this just goes right through Naruto. Like I said, Naruto can use Kamui to the fullest extent. As Kakuzu's like, "What?" As Naruto disappears. As Naruto says, "So," as he can see inside of Kakuzu, I can see his chakra points. He can see his heart and all of his hearts as he's like, "So I have to do this, I guess." As Naruto pulls out enough kunais to take out all the hearts. The first, Naruto gets behind Kakuzu and shoves one through the main heart. As Kakuzu spits up blood. As then, in a couple other seconds, Naruto shoves kunais in all the other hearts, including both of his arms and his legs, as well as crushes the mask on his back. As then, just to make sure Kakuzu is done for, he puts his hands together as red lightning appears in his hands, as he makes a gun sign, as he shoots the bullet at Kakuzu as it goes inside of him, as then he explodes, as Kakuzu was done for. As Kisame said, "You took out the weak ones, I see. Well, come and try that on me." As Naruto's like, "Kisame Hoshigaki, you have the Samahada, the chakra eating sword. So I see I'm famous." "No, I'm just knowledgeable." "Well, not knowledgeable, I just have a lot of knowledge." Kisame says, "Well, you'll be dead here soon. Well, take this," as he throws his sword at Naruto as he goes right through him. As he's like, "You have eyes just like Itachi." As Naruto is like, "It's time for you guys to pay for your guys' sins." As Kisame says, "Water style, water shark bomb." As Naruto's like, "Fire style, dragon flame bomb." As their jutsus collide, creating steam. As Kisame cannot see. As Naruto got behind Kisame, shoving his sword right through him. As Kisame spit up blood. As Naruto jumped into the air with Kisame, he grabbed his hair and grabbed onto his body and pulled apart as Naruto pulled Kisame's head clean off his body. As Sasuke had just finished up on her part, now the only Akatsuki's left are Obito and well, Obito's not there, but Obito and Pain and all the other Pains that are there right now. But Sasuke had just got done killing Konan, as Nagato doesn't know this. Anyways, so as they finished up killing everybody in the lair, they know that there's more. As the Hokage told them that there were to be ninja spotted in the Hidden Rain village. We'll do a flashback. Don't forget, I just said my bad. We're doing a flashback to about when Naruto was 14. He spent the year with this old man as he started to look at him as his father. This was Jiraiya. He taught Naruto jutsus that were just so cool to Naruto, as this just made Naruto look up to him so much. As Naruto heard that he got a mission to go kill some of the Akatsuki. But no, he heard that he was going to have a mission a few years later. So Jiraiya went on the mission the same time as Naruto and Sasuke went on their mission. So Jiraiya is on the mission right now. As Naruto says, my master. Oh yeah, end of flashback. My master is trying to deal with the other ones, but I think we should go there. Sasuke is like, anything that you want to do. As they arrive to the Hidden Rain village. As they look around, as they begin to walk. As then on this one stone pillar, they just see these people in the air with their rods going right down on top of Jiraiya, shoving these rods through his back. As they have just killed Jiraiya in front of Naruto. As Naruto's eyes widen. As Sasuke's like, Naruto. As Naruto drops down to his knees. As then the Tendo Pain looks at Sasuke and Naruto and says, I have a question for you. Have you seen a purple-haired girl? She was supposed to be here. Yeah, we killed them along with your other Akatsuki members. As the Tendo Pain's eyes widen, saying, He killed Konan. As Nagato gets mad. As the Tendo Pain says, you're dead. As the next thing you know, he's right in front of Sasuke, about to throw a punch, as Naruto completely dismantled this Pain. Basically punching it so hard that its head flew off. As Nagato felt this, as Nagato was like, no, Yahiko's body. As the body part sunk to the bottom, as he's like, it's time to... As if you look at Naruto, his eyes are white. He has no pupils. As Nagato puts his hands together, as he rebuilds the Tendo Pain. As the Tendo Pain comes back up out of the water, as all of them rush Naruto and Sasuke. As Naruto's pupils are still just gone, as Sasuke is fighting along with Naruto. As the other Pains, except for the Tendo Pain, Sasuke's fighting the Tendo Pain. As the first Pain that rushes Naruto tries to rush him with the summoning jutsu, as Naruto just sidesteps it and punches the summoning stomach as it completely bleeds out. As Naruto vanished out of sight, as he was behind the girl, as he shoved his sword right through her, as then he lifted up, completely slicing her in half, as then he burned the body parts, as he takes out all the other Pains too, as all that's left was the Tendo Pain, which Sasuke was doing pretty okay with, until he seen her get blown back with the almighty push. As Naruto got behind the Tendo Pain as it entered a taijutsu battle. This was a very good taijutsu battle. As Naruto hits him so hard he goes flying across the water. As then he catches himself and begins to run rapidly. He begins to run rapidly, his legs look blurry from how fast he's running. And then he jumps into the air saying, take this! As he goes for a punch at Naruto. As Naruto just catches the punch and squeezes down and completely just rips the Tendo Pain's hand off as he kicks him dead in his stomach. As then he does a spinning kick, kicking the Tendo Pain down. As then the Tendo Pain got up and tried to stab Naruto with the rod. Naruto, knowing that this is the real one, catches the rod, rips it off, and stabs himself with it. As he uses his Sage Mode that Jiraiya had taught him before he died. As he can sense it just barely, as he can see it though. As he says, you're not the real one. As then he completely just dismantles the Tendo Pain. As Naruto just begins to run across the water, Sasuke decides to follow. As he arrives in the cave of Nagato, as Nagato says, you took everything away from me. You took both of my friends. As Naruto's pupils came back, as he like, I didn't take away your orange-haired friend. You did. You let him die, didn't you? As Nagato says, that's enough from you. As Naruto says, no, you listen here. Do you not know who you just killed? I killed my old sensei. Did you just say sensei? You would go so far to kill your own sensei. Yes, just for peace in this world. He was trying to go against my way of life. As Naruto said, I'm gonna kill you. As Nagato says, go ahead. Just kill me. Kill me so that there can't be peace in this world. As Naruto says, do you really call this peace? This is not peace. As Nagato says, how can you not call this peace? Because it's not. Trust me. As he gives Nagato a good old talk no jutsu, Nagato eventually realizes, you're right. As he says, what have I done? It's time for me to atone for my sins. Come here. As Naruto walks over to Nagato, as Nagato puts his hands over Naruto's eyes. As he says, here, take my eyes. As then chakra erupts in Nagato's hands. As when he takes his hand off of Naruto's eyes, Naruto has the Rinnegan. As then he says, and here, as he puts his hands together, saying, with the last of my chakra, as he creates the Geto statue, as he's like, then he switches his hand sign, as in all the tailed beasts he puts inside of Naruto. As he's like, I think this is a great way to atone for my sins. As in Nagato dies. As Naruto says, I respect you. As then he buries Nagato. As life goes on, we go to a time skip as Naruto became the 7th Hokage, but he did it really early. He, basically, what was I about to say? My bad, y'all stretching. So, yeah, Naruto became the 7th Hokage of the village hidden in the leaves. As his wife walked in. Oh yeah, he's only, like 23 right now. Honey, can I come in? Yeah, come in. As Sasuke walks in. Hey, Sasuke says. Oh, hey. As she runs to him and hugs him. As Naruto hugs her back. As he's like, oh. Tio's like, Daddy, don't forget about me. As Naruto looks down as he sees his son. As he's like, oh, hey. As he rubs his head. I missed you too. As he kneels down and hugs him. Don't forget about me too, Dad. As Naruto looks over to see his daughter. As he hugs both of them. He has a son and daughter with Sasuke. Meaning that his son and daughter are 50% Uchiha. And they're 25% Hatake and 25% Uzumaki. As his daughter has gray hair, as his son has black hair. Anyways, so yeah, they had a kid at a really young age, and their son and daughter's like 5, not to be 6. Anyways, as all the real enemies have been defeated in this, so Naruto and Sasuke are known as they're known as legendary ninja. As Naruto obtains the new title of God of Shinobi, as Sasuke is known as the greatest Sharingan user of all time. Alright guys, that's will be at the end of this series. I hope you guys enjoyed the White Phoenix. I wanted to end this because I have a lot of great series coming up for you guys, so be ready. Yeah, Dragon Sage Gang, we out of y'all.